I'm Ken Bianco Jr. and welcome to Train World TV. We have Ryan from Lionel. Thank you so much for coming here.
Great to be back with you.
And he's the project manager for Lionel. He does all the high-end stuff, the big ticket items, the ones you drool about, the ones you slobber over, the ones you take the catalog into the bathroom and you look at it.
And then you sneak it into the house quietly in the dead of night.
That's it. So what do we have here today?
We have probably the best assortment of new product examples that we've had at a York show for a long time.
Okay.
Our factories have really started to get ahead of the curve on a lot of projects, so we're able to show you what you're going to be seeing in production here a lot sooner. Just to give you a quick rundown of some of the things we've brought along today. We've got a pre-production sample of our FEF3 locomotive.
Beautiful.
For the Union Pacific fans out there.
It's a Greyhound paint scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Then if you're more of a Southern Pacific Northern type, we've got first deco sample of our GS4. This was just featured in the signature catalog that came out in January. This, of course, will support all of the American Freedom train cars with the new tooling there coming as well.
The detail on these steam engines is just beautiful. You see the rivets here, just very, very highly detailed.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful stuff.
All die cast, all the features that you're used to seeing now in our legacy steam locomotives, a high-end product, including whistle steam for the first time on these engines. We've got the new Allegheny here as well. This is an early pre-production sample of that locomotive.
It's a monster. Nice.
Again, whistle steam on this engine for the first time.
All of these are separately
Oodles of separately applied detail parts on these.
Yeah. Very nice.
And then also yet another 484. We've got our Reading T1.
Okay.
Again, new tooling on this locomotive. The boiler you see here, because the tooling's not quite finished yet, is actually a 3D printed boiler.
Huh.
It's, showing the extent that we're getting now with 3D printed technology. It's not quite to the level of the die-cast boiler that you'll get in the final model, but from 2 feet away, it looks quite good.
That's
very impressive print. So for Reading fans, and also of course for the Chessie Steam Special and Freedom Train fans, this will be a beautiful new model. I think you'll really enjoy it.
Right.
For those who like big steam on a smaller scale, this the new Lion Master Class A's.
Now, Ryan, what's the difference between Lion Master and just the regular built-to-order item?
So Lion Master has all the same great features you get in a full-scale legacy locomotive. Your fan-driven smoke, whistle steam, a high level of detail and separately applied parts. The difference is we've compressed the dimensions just enough to where this locomotive will go around an 031 curve.
Oh, wow.
As compared to something like an 072 for that Allegheny.
This will run on 031?
This will run on 031.
Get out of here.
Yeah. It's double articulated.
Wow. Oh,
so
look at that. Look at that.
Extra curve that you need. Dual motors, really powerful, really smooth running engine. Pull a nice long train with it. And I think people will really enjoy it. If you've got a layout with tighter curves, but really have always wanted big steam, these Lion Master engines are a great way to go.
We had the Lion Master Challengers last year, and they flew out the door. You know, a lot of people, they don't have these big layouts anymore. You know, New York, we're from New York, and we don't have much room, so that's a great feature to have.
And then one last steam locomotive, our Legacy 080. This was also featured in the signature catalog. Again, a much higher level of detail on the model than the 080s that come in our starter sets. This locomotive does feature the tethered drawbar. That gives you your electrical pickups on the tender trucks as well. So you'll have pickup all across the locomotive. As you're switching back and forth in your yard, you won't have any problem stalling on switch frogs or dirty track.
Very nice. All right.
For our diesel and electric fans, I think we got to start right here in the middle of the bright shining star. Our Vision GG1. This is another 3D print. The die-cast boiler tooling still being worked on here. This is the riveted version, obviously.
Look at the detail. Just unbelievable. This is the bicentennial version. I mean, this is just gorgeous, Ryan. Unbelievable. Got the detail on the trucks alone.
Yes. Die-cast trucks, it will be a die-cast body. This, of course, is the locomotive that has the powered pantographs that will raise and lower, and the sparking catenary arc feature on the cans. All of your control switches will be under the tab at the top, so once you put it on your layout, you'll never have to take it off because we know you won't want to.
Now, go over this sparking feature because it's a groundbreaking in the industry.
It's a brand new feature we've never done before. There are LEDs under the pickup bars on the pantograph. So when the pantograph is in the raised position and running, you'll get a random sparking effect that mimics the electrical arc you see as the trains run into the catenary.
So it goes like a...
Yeah, you get, and there's also a nice little sound that comes with it. That goes pinging in the back. Sounds like the singing of the catenary wires.
Wow.
For you guys, your New York audience, probably very familiar with the trains on the Northeast Corridor. You still see that with the modern Amtrak electrics.
Cool.
It's a very cool feature, especially you turn the lights off in your layout room and run that around. It's going to be really eye-catching.
Very nice, very nice.
We've got a couple other new locomotives. These are all samples out from the tooling. We've got our E7s, our H1644, SD90 Mac. They'll come with fuel tanks. We just didn't shoot that one.
Sure.
Our brand new SD60E.
Now, which paint schemes are you going to do the SD60? Because this was probably one of the biggest highlights of the last catalog.
Yes, this will be in all of the Norfolk Southern paint schemes. So your regular black and white, the GO Rail, the first responders, and the veterans units, all done on this model. This is all new tooling. This is the new cab, new long hood with all the right vents, all the right fans, all the right door locations. The walkway section was redone. We've got the ditch lights on both ends of the locomotive for this one. Also redid the pilots and everything else. So it's a fully new locomotive to do the XD60E proper. Now
the veterans and the first responders, these are the biggest paint scheme releases that we've had in a long time. Everybody seems to be pre-ordering this, so make sure you get your pre-order in because these built-to-order items, they're not going to last.
Right.
So make sure you get your pre-order in for sure.
And there will be, I will let a little secret out here, there will be in some upcoming catalogs some matching freight cars to go with some of those schemes.
Oh, wow. Great.
Thanks to some research we've been doing with Norfolk Southern. There'll be some cool stuff coming down the line to add on to these.
Oh, so, very nice. Very nice.
We also have our new SD38 sample. Wow. You can see here, I've been calling this the Franken 38. It's got parts in it from the existing tooling from some of our other SD40s that just hit the store shelves a little while ago.
Okay.
And by building the SD40 modularly, we were able to build this into more models to come. So you can see the SD38 now has a new long hood, new truck side frames, a few other neat new detail packages, so that we can bring you more accurate versions of more locomotives at less cost than having to tool them all from scratch going forward here with several more projects to come.
You guys are really investing into tooling and really trying to come out with a realistic, model.
Yes.
So that's really great to see and great to hear.
Yes, if you look at the wall here, from the SD40s, the SD38, the SD60E, the riveted GG1 body, the Reading T1, several freight cars that we have here on the layout. The F40PH we don't have here yet at this time. You'll see them in October for sure.
Right, yeah, that was a new model.
And all the new 21-inch passenger cars. It's a lot of new tooling in these catalogs.
Guys, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars in tooling. So, it's very, very, important that we thank Lionel for investing in the train industry. It's a great thing to see. Now, the SD40s, these, we just got them in.
We just got those in. These just hit the market. They are absolutely beautiful locomotives.
Right.
A lot of great features on these. These have the kinematic pilot. So they will do an 054 curve.
Very pretty paint scheme, Southern Pacific, orange and red.
We did a lot of detail variations on this. If you look at the two Southern Pacific engines next to each other, you'll see there's even detail variations between those. The 7342 represents a rebuild unit. So things like the battery box covers are different.
Look at that.
You've got different bell locations, different fan types, different cylinder arrangements on the trucks.
Wow.
Lots of different detail changes from road name to road name, even road number to road number. Look at the two chassis engines and you'll spot about 4 or 5 different detail variations just between the two chassis units alone.
Wow.
A lot of research went into these, trying to get them as accurate as possible. And I think you're gonna find they're some of the prettiest diesels Lionel's done in a long time.
Without a doubt. Just great stuff you got here. I'm really glad to see that Lionel's investing in the train industry. And again, all these, you know, built to order items, you could pre-order or order them. Sometimes we have a couple of extras, but make sure you get your orders in at trainworld.com. Shop online 24/7. Ryan, I thank you so much for walking us
Pleasure
through.
to be here as always.
Appreciate it.